Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maximus Black with LAGTV, and I'm going to bring you another low-level commentary game, and this time it's going to be in the Gold League. And starting over here in the 2 o'clock position, we've got Mjrjones starting as a blue Terran, and up in the 12 o'clock position, we've got Slugishframe, and he is a red Protoss. And the map that we're on is Scrap Station, and you know what? I like this map for a number of reasons. These rocks over here, these destructible rocks, are a really good pathway to make a shortcut into one's base. It's something that I don't really focus on at the beginning of a game, just because it takes so long to kill these. But when you get larger units later on in the game, they're pretty useful to get rid of. And also you've got your towers, and you've got some gold right down there, and there's only one gold in this entire map, so it's almost a fight for it. So we'll see if that comes into play. So before I get too into this, I want to remind everybody to check out our website, www.d2dgamer.com. It's a place where all you noobs or lower level players or even high level players can go and talk about strategies, find partners, tell us about you personally, where you're from, how long you've been playing Starcraft. You can check out all kinds of other games, Warcraft, Diablo, Call of Duty section on there. It's just a great place where gamers can go and not feel intimidated and just kind of have a good time. It's a really good atmosphere. And also, the tournament starts this Saturday, the 11th, at 1 o'clock Atlantic time. Yeah, so the people that are in that tournament, you'll receive an email with some instructions and details that are about the tournament. But that's all I'm going to say for now. I want to get right into this game. It looks like the Terran is going to be walling off, and it's just typical Terran play. It is a big entrance here, so it does require a couple more supply depots and barracks to kind of cover that up, but it's almost necessary, especially at a low-level game, to use the Terran wall. Everybody uses the Terran, well, not everybody, but a lot of people use the Terran wall because it's effective. If people come up here and rush and they start attacking this, if you have a couple of Marines in the back, these units will die as long as you are repairing these structures. So it's it's a really safe way to go. He's just getting his refinery now, which is, it's not too late in the game. And but I will say, he is getting his orbital command. That is a good thing. One thing that you want to take note of when you're getting an orbital command, it will completely stop your SCV building. So if you're at a position at the beginning of a game where you don't necessarily need to build SCVs for that period of time, it's okay to go ahead and build one. And as you can see, as soon as he finished that orbital command, he went and got his SCVs right away. So I like to see that. A lot of the times players kind of forget. They get out of that motion of building SCVs. After they build their orbital command, they sometimes forget to go back there and start building it again. So as long as you can keep up on your drone or your SCV count, you'll be okay, and an orbital command is almost essential to have when you are a Terran player. And over here at the Protoss base, he's doing a fantastic job of getting probes. As you can see, he's not queuing up too many probes at once, so he's keeping what little bit of money he has available for units and structures, and really is doing a good job at building up his probe count. And he's got a 3 gateway, so it looks like we may see a 4 gate. He is getting his warp gate going, and continuously building probes, and got both assimilators, and they're both fully saturated. He's got 1 zealot. But as a Protoss player, and look at this, he's also got a probe checking out to make sure nothing fishy's going around. He now knows that blue is walling up. 9 times out of 10, when a Terran starts, he or she automatically goes for that wall, and it slows them down because they're not really worried about attacking. And especially now that you have to get a supply depot before you can get a barracks, it really does kind of put the mind to ease when you're playing Terran, because you don't know, but there's a good chance that you're not going to get rushed right away. So you can go ahead and do this little bit of macro that Slugishframe is doing. And so yeah, so he's doing a really good job. He's got 27 probes, and look at this. he is getting his fast expansion. I really like this. This is an aggressive play. A lot of lower Protoss players don't do this, but here it is. Perfect example, and I'm sure this right here will play a big effect on the game money-wise. So it looks like Mr. Jones, I'm going to call him, or no, well, MJ Jones. I'm going to call him Jones. So it looks like Jones is doing a good job, pardon me, at, oh, I just ate some tacos from KFC, and my gut is just hating life right now. But, yeah, so he's doing a good job at getting those Marauders and Marines, building up some tank, stuff like that. This is typical stuff. It's nothing to write home about, but he's definitely not doing anything bad here. The only thing that I could say that he could do right now is to go out and scout, you know. And he has 500 minerals right now, so he should be building his second command center and getting ready to float that over to the expansion. But he should be using this orbital command to do some scanning, and also he should have an SCV running around the map to make sure that the gold is not being taken care of, and stuff like that. So as you can see, look at this. Red got his observer, and it's these little things, guys, that will make the game for you. Constantly finding out what your enemy is doing. That way you can counter, you can build against that. Boom, there you go. There's the observer. It just saw all of these units. He now knows that he's going heavy on ground. He's getting some tank. The starport just finished, so we may see some medic. And, you know, Red knows all this. So that's, you know, kudos to him. He's also doing a really good job at spreading out some pylons to make sure that, you know, these aren't being destroyed, that there's no dropships coming over here. He's doing a really good job at controlling this map. And, you know, and he doesn't have a whole lot of units right now, but that's because he knows that, you know, Jones is not going to be attacking anytime soon. And if he is, he's only, you know, a couple of gateways away from massing out, well, not massing, but, you know, building up his army. And I also see that he has his robotics facility, so we may see, there you go, he's got a robotics base, so we may see some Colossus. Look at this, guys. This is textbook. When you have an observer and you're in their base, he now knows that he's got heavy ground. So what he did then is he went up and got the robotics bay, and I only can assume that we're going to see some Colossus. And, you know, the Colossus are going to do some serious damage to the ground. So at this point, you know, Blue is starting to suck up quite a bit of his minerals. He needs to get a second expansion going. Look at this. Look at this probe. Look at this probe and SCV difference. 47 probes compared to Blue's 31. And although Blue has quite a bit of army, Red can easily get a lot of units very quickly. So it does look like he did expand. Kudos to him for doing that. Good play. It looks like he may go and attack here. So we may see some unit building. So as you can see, look at this. Getting another robotics facility. Keep building up your structures. Even though, like, let's go over here and check out and see. Actually, you know, I'm just going to use the tab here because I have a hard time remembering to use these. So Red does have more money. But right now, Blue has 1,300 minerals. So he's not doing the greatest job at spending his minerals. And although Red is getting more money coming in, he